Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you guys had an amazing holiday season and happy New Year's to all you guys. Unfortunately, I haven't had any videos for a while. I've been quite sick, wasn't sure what it was. Fortunately, we can't get tested here right now, so I don't know if I actually had Omicron or COVID or whatever it was. But anyways, I was really sick for about a week there, so I'm going to get back into it today. Also, I'm going to be doing the stream tomorrow, so the gem giveaway stream will be tomorrow at 10 a.m. What's called, I guess, Wednesday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you can use the online calculator to figure out what's going on for your time zone. So I'll be doing that finally. I do feel a little bit better. If I do cough during this video, sorry about that. It's still kind of lingering, but it's not like it was, and I'm feeling way better than I was. Anyways, in the background here was actually an interesting situation because I was just trying to trap on my what's called Griffin Rally trap. I'm not running an anti or anything like that. So he was actually testing my front line, it looked like, but he never actually scouted me. So, which is weird because I don't have an anti. So if he just scouts me and looks what's in my infirmaries, he'll know what my front line is. He doesn't need to test me 5,000 times to figure it out. Anyways, so we're going to move on. This is an interesting situation because this was my mini Titan guild, and this LGM guild was actually following us to every single kingdom we went to, and eventually we were like, screw this, we're not going to give them any more kills. So if you're kind of wondering what's going on in the background, everyone's yelling at each other to stop raining, it's because we're trying not to give them kills. I know a lot of people could definitely take rallies from these guys and all that, but we're trying not to give them any more kills because they love to use Bunny and they love to use Blackwing, so we're just like, stop it. And again, they have a bunch of maxed accounts in this guild, and again, they were just following us to a bunch of different kingdoms and all that, and they're a big bot user guild, so we didn't want to actually give them any more kills because of that, because they had like so many bot farms. They used the shield bot, they used like carpet bots, they used literally every single bot you could think of, so we were just getting fed up with them. We just stopped trying to give them kills. Unfortunately, Ganj got into fury, so they set a bunch of rallies on him, and then some people saw that he was getting rallied, so they obviously tried to rain him, and then obviously they started setting rallies on everybody at that point. So that's what you're gonna be watching in the background here. So I think Ganj has already taken a rally, but yeah, Ganj at this point didn't have very many troops, so that was his problem. I think he had like 9 million troops, that was it. So not quite enough to take hits from maxed accounts. It's not like he's getting completely destroyed, because obviously he also has some quite good gear. He just doesn't have enough troops to actually cap the rally, so they kept getting walkbacks from him. And so yeah, you can see he's not really dropping too much might or anything like that. They do have quite a bit of tier 5 and stuff in their rallies, but 3.9, so he's losing about 1.5 million troops each time. A lot of times they do Blackwing too, so sometimes a lot of those are actually 1.5 million drops, because that guild, for whatever reason, hated us. I don't know the reason what the background behind that was, but yeah, they hated us. They were just Blackwinging us, and they love using bunnies, and they love using the shield bots to find what our shields are dropping. So anyway, so we're trying to get everybody in the guild to stop going to fury. So that's why we're in the what's called chat, just like, no fury, don't rain people, try to shield up and wait for them to stop, and we'll try and get away from the guild, because again, they were following us to every kingdom as well at this point too. So they weren't like a big guild either, so they could actually follow us, because obviously we're a tiny guild, we get the most tiny kingdoms, but they were actually using some strolls to follow us, and this went on for like a month actually. So at this point we were just fed up with them. We're like, no one go into fury, no one do anything, just get them to stop rallying us, because even like I said, there are people in our guild, obviously, our rally traps and stuff, we can take the hits and stuff, we just don't want to give them anymore. You can see like this, they're I don't know if that was a carpet bot or not, but they do use carpet bots. We know that. We also knew they used the shield bots. We knew they had a bunch of bot farms and all that stuff. So again, that one was carpeted very quickly. So maybe not a carpet bot on that one, but whatever. Anyways, so it looks like Hell's Reaper did end up not being able to counter that one, because they carpeted very quickly there. Ended up taking about 4 million reds, probably on a full counter on that one, because I think Hell Reaper had quite a bit of troops as well. So it looks like Little O currently has rally on him. I think Ganj is out of fury finally, so Ganj probably just shield up. I lost a little bit of troops, not too bad, but yeah, so, and again, they did Blackwing, so of course they Blackwinged, so yeah, because it's like, they love Blackwinging. Again, they always use Bunny if they're going in for a rally and stuff like that, so Yeah, so they never really get capped, and when they do rally us, they seem to use Blackwing every single time. So it looks like Little O has a rally on them, but I'm not sure what's going on there. That might be a fake rally. I'm not sure because the guy's in his what's called monster hunting gear, so don't think the person is trying to rally O in their monster hunting gear. But it looks like Hell's Reaper has another rally set on them. And after this, we did end up just shielding it up and just giving up with this guild because, again, there's no point in trying to fight bot users, and we're literally trying not to fight them because of that reason. So it looks like Ganj still has a rally on him, but I'm pretty sure Ganj is out of Fury. Hell's Reaper has one more rally, and it looks like they're still walking towards Little O, but again, I don't think that's a real rally because the rally lead is not in gear at all. So yeah, so it's like, I was actually thinking of trying to take some rallies from them, but they told me just don't do it. I was like, okay. Even though I wanted to literally kill off troops from this account, because this is the account I was making the Siege solo trap, which I still haven't actually completed that one yet. So I have all the Siege made, I just have too many troops. I still got to kill more troops, but I haven't done that yet. So maybe I should take some rallies. But the problem with Pack 5 Familiars is they'll hit my biggest squad, which is my Siege currently, so I'm like, I'll lose Siege. So maybe I have to just literally delete the troops or try and solo someone to death with tier 2 or something like that. So haven't figured out what I want to do with that, but there's about 4 million troops I got to kill off before I can make it into a solo trap. So still got to think about that. So let's take a look here. It looks like Reaper is about to get rally here, about 7 seconds. They are spamming him, but again, I don't think spam really works nowadays, so not really sure to see the point of that. And they do carpet very quickly, so the carpet is coming in. Let's see if Hell's Reaper does actually do a little bit better. Hopefully they didn't get countered again, down to 779. Looks like they got countered again. Oh my god. So not having a good day with this guild, because yeah, that's definitely them not countering. So anyways, we're gonna move on to the next clip. I actually put this clip in on it because it's kind of funny. It is the 1000 IQ trap, but the funniest part of this is actually because of Corp here. Corp as the one who actually soloed my ult that released the leader. These guys obviously saw that and poured it on me, so it looks like TSL and REZ also hit me. Corp did not come and hit me. I think I must have messaged him, hey, don't hit me, because I'm in Corp's guild. So, well, not on this account, but on my other account, I'm in Corp's guild. So I probably told him not to hit me, but Corp did fail actually releasing my leader on my alt account. I'll show you that report afterwards. But yeah, so it's like, how did you fail that? I was like, good job, Corp. You did it. So anyways, he released it. Unfortunately, he failed the first time to actually release it. And you actually get to see that report and you see what actually happened, which I was so surprised because you'll see how little troops my alt account had and what he actually sent against me. So but yeah, again, I did end up getting a leader from that 1000 IQ trap there. Was able to cap that other guy. But here, we'll go into my other account here and actually take a look at the report. So he did burn me on the second attack, but the first attack here, he sent 200,000 troops against my 39,000. He lost 30,000. I only lost 27,000. So he ended up not burning me with this cav attack. So he sent 133,000 tier 4 cav against my 26,000 tier 3 range and 13,000 tier 3 cav, and somehow I won that one. Not 100% sure. Obviously, I didn't have my leader out or anything like that, so I have no idea. Anyway, so we're going to move on to the end clip here. This is going to be us burning a quite large guy who's offline. This is an interesting clip. This will kind of show the damage increase a little bit here. I mean, this guy has a really bad comp. Keep in mind, when you're looking at this guy's comp, he might have 25 million troops. It's not a very good 25 mil troop comp. We did walk back on the first hit, though. But yeah, our rally lead for the time, we didn't have very much tier 5 in the rally either. You can see his comp is not very good. I mean, it's a 25 mil comp, and he's got 6 million tier 1. And then he has, like, most of it's tier 3 with a little bit of tier 4 and 5. I don't know. It's not, don't follow whatever comp that is. That's not a good comp. It's not a good rally trap comp at all. But but the rally lead we have actually here is what's called Garden Coast. He is not the best rally lead, keep in mind. You'll see his gear throughout this. It is like not great rally lead gear. So it was really interesting to see how much damage he was actually doing to the guy, because first off, Gardenicos, or how do you say his name? Gardenicos. Is it Greek or something. I don't know. Anyways, but someone was trying to what's called garrison there to try and knock it down. Didn't really do too much. We did about 5.2 million damage on that rally, so quite a big hit there. Got basically all his cav. So we went range into his cav, basically took out every single cav he had left. So at this point, it's gonna be pretty easy. We can either do one or two things. We can do either an infantry blast, when we won't lose very many troops because he's basically out of his cav, or we can do a range blast and try and take out all the rest of his cav. So, or not his cav. No wait, cav blast. Sorry, to take out his infantry that he's left. Obviously, he doesn't have any cav left. So, but yeah, so those are our two options. I think we decided to go infantry blast into infantry on the next one. First off, we'll lose less troops technically because he doesn't have any cav, and then he won't have much to counter us. But we won't do as much damage because of that. So then we decided to do what's called a cav blast and then an infantry blast at the end. But you'll see anyway. So we'll take a look here. So Guarded Coast did 7.6, but you saw it was about 5 million damage, or 5.6 million. Where was it? Yeah, no, 5.2 million. Sorry. Walked back with 1,000 troops, so mostly just, I think it was just the siege that walked back. Yeah, actually walked back with half the siege, so half the siege actually was taken out as well. But so yeah, we did well on that one. But again, Guardian Coast doesn't have the greatest gear, doesn't have the greatest familiars, no pack 5 familiars or anything. He only had 2 familiars in that blast. For whatever reason, I think he has 3 familiar slots, but for whatever reason, he only had 2 familiars in his setup for that blast. So I'm like, you only have 2 fams? What's going on? Like, you're doing 5.2 million damage with 2 fams, and yeah, he doesn't have the best gear or anything like that, because he's got like gold gear, pretty much. He doesn't really have much mythic in his gear or anything like that, so I don't know. It's just damage has gone insane. It's ridiculous. What they've actually done, I think, is actually reduce how much troops matter and more how much your stats actually matter. So they've increased how much your stats matter and decreased how much your troops matter. Because before, you could take hits without your leader or anything like that, because your troops would have quite a bit of damage. But nowadays, they've kind of changed it so your troops have less damage in them, and your what's called gear and stuff and stats mean more towards your actual damage. I think that's what's going on. I've done some tests on it. I've done like tests on my solo trap to kind of see what was going on. And yeah, even like just 100% attack difference is huge nowadays compared to what it used to be. Like, I'm talking like on my solo trap, like reducing it by like 25%, just increasing my attack by like 25% sort of thing, or 100% attack. So it's quite a bit of damage increase, because I tested at like 400% attack, then I tested at 300% mix, then I tested at 200% mix, and yeah, like we're talking like damage is almost doubling with just those little extra stats. So so you can't really take hits without your leader anymore. Like a 25 million troop comp used to be able to take that in monster hunting gear. I mean, not like, yeah, you can see gear, Guarded Coast's gear there. If you missed it, just go back. It is like gold and purple, by the way. He's doing this much damage. So, but yeah, obviously if you're in your monster hunting gear, not in talents, you don't have any stats. So someone even in gold and purple gear is going to have a huge stat advantage over you. So they're going to do so much more damage than they used to. So I think that's what's going on. At least from all the tests I've done, they've definitely changed it so your stats mean more and your troops mean less. So that means those huge rally party traps, their troop comps won't mean as much if they don't have the stats behind them to actually save them. And that's why you see people losing 17 million troops in one rally. It's not because really the damage or the attack and stats have increased that much over the last couple of months, which, I mean, I'm talking before tempering, because obviously this is all before the tempering upgrade. But even then, there was no really big stat increases, but also the damage went way up. It's just because I think IGG just tweaked how much damage or how much stats matter compared to what they used to. So basically, troops don't do as much damage as they used to, so your stats mean more. So I don't know. I don't know what the actual like calculation is, but that's kind of what I've noticed with all the testing I've done, changing my stats around, seeing how much damage it actually increases, because it's way more than it used to be. Like, it used to be, like I said, I used to be able to trap without my leader. I can't do that anymore. I take way too much damage now. So I can take it on non-counters, but that's about it. If I get countered without my gear, it's insane now. Where it used to not be so bad. Like, it used to be bad, but not like bad. Like, you don't like lose half your front line or your whole front line. Like, now you lose your whole front line if you don't have your gear on and you get countered. Before, it would have been like half your front line. So anyway, so we're going in for another rally. I'm one of the only people in the guild at this point with tier 5, so a lot of the tier 5 in the rally is mine. I think the leader, Garden Coast, also has tier 5. But anyways, we're going to be going in for an attack right after, because we thought we were going to wipe out pretty much all his troops. I was going in, I only went 250k and I went mix. It's probably not the best attack to do when there's only range left. Should have went just full infantry. But I don't really have an infantry blast on this account, so I went in just mix, and apparently there was almost 2 million troops left, so I was like, oh, maybe I should have popped a boost. I actually would have done quite a bit of damage. Still did 660 in my, in my mix attack, but yeah, if I went infantry blast with a 375, might have been able to take out the whole 2 million there. So yeah, no, there was obviously more troops left than I thought. Didn't think there would be 2 million left, but it was what it was. But I only lost like 28k troops. We did 7.1 million damage. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more, but again, Garden Coast doesn't have like the craziest attack either, so he just got like regular, he's got worse gear than I do, but obviously he's got blast gear and I don't have blast gear. I just have mixed gear. So anyway, so yeah, he had both, basically took out most of the troops, and we ended up zeroing the guy pretty quickly after that. So anyways, again, the what's called stream will be tomorrow. That's gonna be Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That might be Thursday your time if you're in, like, say, India or Australia, because I'm like GMT -8, where you might be GMT +8 or something like that. So again, I am like the last time zone. So Pacific Standard Time is GMT -8 basically. So anyway, so that stream would be tomorrow. I am feeling better today. It wasn't coughing too much throughout this video, hopefully. Again, hope you guys are feeling okay. I hope you guys are healthy and all that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.